The ancestor of my brother-in-law, Lord Song, whose name was Tao, was a scholar of the county. One day, while bedridden with illness, he saw a group of officials holding documents and leading a white-headed horse. They said, "You are summoned to take an exam." Lord Song replied, "The chief examiner has not yet arrived. How can the test proceed so quickly?" The officials did not respond but insisted that he follow them. Despite his illness, he mounted the horse and was led away. The road was unfamiliar, and eventually they arrived at a city as grand as a royal capital. After some time, they entered a magnificent building where over 10 officials were seated. He did not recognize any of them, except for the famous Lord Guan Yu. Before them were 2 desks with writing materials on them. A scholar was already seated at one of the desks, and Lord Song sat beside him. Suddenly, a piece of paper floated down with 8 characters inscribed, "One person to people with intention, without intention." Both Lord Song and the scholar completed their essays and presented them. Lord Song's essay included the line, "To do good with intention is not deserving of reward. To do evil unintentionally is not worthy of punishment." The officials discussed the concept and agreed that it demonstrated deep understanding of justice, suggesting that intentionality is key in determining rewards and punishments. The chief official then said, "The position of city god in Hanan is vacant, and you are deemed suitable for the role." Lord Song finally realized what was happening and knelt, weeping, "I am honored by this appointment, but my elderly mother is over 70 and has no one to care for her. Please allow me to serve her until her natural life ends." The chief official then instructed his attendants to check his mother's remaining lifespan. A long-bearded official checked the records and replied, "She has 9 more years to live." After some hesitation, Lord Guan said, "We will appoint someone temporarily to hold the position for 9 years, and you may take over afterward." Lord Song was granted 9 years of leave to care for his mother in recognition of his filial piety. After returning home, he awoke from what seemed like a dream and found that he had been unconscious for 3 days. His family heard faint groans from his coffin and quickly opened it, finding him alive but weak. It took him half a day to regain his ability to speak. He later learned that Zhang Sheng, a real person from Changshan, had died on the same day. 9 years later, after his mother passed away, Lord Song passed on as well. His in-laws later claimed to have seen him dressed in ceremonial red, riding in a grand procession, bowing once before leaving. The news quickly spread, and they discovered that Lord Song had indeed died. The story emphasizes themes of filial piety and the fair administration of justice, highlighting the importance of moral virtue in both life and the afterlife.